After reading the article by notary left-wing scholars and academics like Steven Pinker, Noam Chomsky, and figureheads and celebrities like J.K. Rowling's about the encroaching danger of cancel culture, I think it's time that we on the right have a heart-to-heart on what cancel culture actually is. Because in my mind, cancel culture is the full embodiment of the capricious left-wing God that secular progressives have been longing for since the fall of communism. Cancel culture is the realignment of the hierarchy of marginalization along the lines of gender, sex, race, and class. Cancel culture is the following of the one true progressive commandment, that is, afflict the comfortable and comfort the afflicted. And that's where we find ourselves, because cancel culture puts progressives in a position where that they have to demoralize the person above them and always look out for the person beneath them. Cancel culture is about as omnipotent and omniscient of a God as we have ever seen in all of human history. It's not that the neo-puritanical, secular progressive, social justice warrior wants to inflict suffering on you over the internet. They need to inflict suffering on you over the internet, because in doing so, in undermining and penalizing the transgressors against the progressive faith, their faith is validated. And they're also validated knowing that even if they fail to harm you or harm your ability to feed your family, they know that the person behind them is going to continue their work. It's the eating with piranhas metaphor, but the piranhas seem to be religiously devoted to inflicting harm. Cancel culture is a call for power. Because what is power other than the ability to enforce enough suffering onto someone until they capitulate to your will? So there is going to be no reasoning with the social justice warrior. There's going to be no debating, no struggle. It's a matter of duty that they have to bring you low so that their faith must be validated. Arguing with a social justice warrior who has your phone number and the phone number of your employer is about as asinine, about as futile as arguing with an ISIS fighter who has a camera behind him and he has a blade headed for your neck. It's just a foregone conclusion. I guess I've said this so many times, but cancel culture is religion's revenge on atheists. You could, in their hubris, atheists thought that they could destroy God. And I've always said that you could never kill God. You could only replace God with something that is more perfect. You could only replace God with perfection, perfect lust, perfect greed, perfect envy, perfect animus, perfect hate, perfect sloth, perfect gluttony, perfect sin. Cancel culture is the manifestation of that perfection, because it's going to keep at you until you are destroyed. You are gone. You are non-existent. Your suffering becomes a testament to the power of the one true God, progressive politics. Now, that's what I feel about cancel culture. And what I would warn the progressives, the denizens of that faith, is that they are only cancel culture 1.0. There is another cancel culture that seeks not only to destroy not only to destroy the thoughts of the individual, but they're going to move on to destroy the existence of that individual too. And cancel culture 2.0, which is practiced in Saudi Arabia, which is practiced in Iran, which is practiced in Syria, will not be reasoned with also. And it's going to demand your submission before it takes your life. The 7th century religious authoritarians who you have allowed to co-opt your terminology, your anti-Western bigotry, your post-colonial bigotry, are going to use the exact same words on you as they did on as you use on us. And that's my belief in cancel culture. It's a faith. It's a God. It is a vengeful God, and it will not be reasoned with. Peace.